All right, we're live. Yay! Welcome,
It's
everyone.
like trying to take a picture and you're like, how long do I keep smiling for?
I was like, I think I blinked.
Well, like at least we're conscious of it because you never know when lives go live. People don't know, and they're like looking over here, like they're frozen like this. Awkward emojis. Welcome everyone to our Workplace Wellness Hour live show. We're wrapping up season 2, and we just wanted to kind of share some of the highlights of the season, get your insights, and answer any questions you have, and maybe give you some teasers for season 3. But let's start off with some introductions so people know who we are because now they have a face with a name, So Ashley, why don't we go with you first?
Okay, great. Thank you. Hello, everybody. My name is Ashley Fluellen. I'm an artist and a creative coach, and I help leaders resist perfectionism by tapping into their creativity. The way I do this, I offer one-on-one coaching for creatives and entrepreneurs to get help with like bringing a vision they have to life. And then I also offer arts-focused team workshops for groups who need some practice in cultivating a creative practice of their own.
I love that.
Thank you. And I'll pass over to the spectacular Sumana.
Ooh, I love that one. And I've been loving all the comments here. Hi, everybody. Adrian and Nick and Meryl and Marcia. That's awesome. I'm so happy to be here. I'm Sumana Jetty. I am the CEO and founder of Jetty Wellness and the Workplace Wellness Collective. And I am just passionate about health and wellness and building and activating healthier workplaces. And I do that through lots of learning and development workshops and training and working with organizations that are struggling with stress and burnout, but also ones that are struggling with employee engagement and giving them strategies that are science-based that can be transformed and simplified to create a culture of health and wellness. And I am so happy to be here with these beautiful people because I get to hear their voice every other Monday night, but now I get to see their faces, especially Felipe Cofino, who has been my buddy and my partner for almost how many years now? 2 years doing 2 seasons of Workplace Wellness Hour. So Felipe, please introduce yourself. I'm so happy to share the stage with you.
Well, thank you, Sumana, and it's great to be here with you and Ashley. I feel like it's been a wild journey. I can't believe it's been 2 years. But for those of you I haven't met, my name is Felipe Cofino. I am a passionate HR executive, a father of 3, Latino background, but I'm very passionate around creating workplace wellness, here on LinkedIn, but also in the workplace. So I do a lot to build culture in the workplace, do training and recruiting. I also like to help people outside the workplace, looking for jobs, so job seekers, and doing career coaching, doing speaking events, or just helping out with different HR projects. So that's a little bit about me, but I also love doing Workplace Wellness Hour with these 2 amazing ladies here. LinkedIn has been a great way for us to connect, find new people, make amazing relationships and friendships. And to be able to call these 2 ladies friends is an honor. So I'm excited about this recap. I can't believe it's been 2 years. I know that, I got more grays, y'all. And just for the record, I don't have a mustache. I have a goatee. So many people have looked and say, "Oh, nice mustache." I'm like, "Don't you see the goatee?" Like, "Oh yeah, but it's so gray, we didn't see it." I'm like, I'm gonna give up.
This is a new look for you, Felipe. I haven't seen this look before, so this is very new.
Well, I know it's not that new. I used to do it during the holidays, but we'd always have a little break during the holidays, and so I'd have it for a short period. But
Okay.
it used to be one color. It used to be all dark. The new look is that it looks like I just have a mustache because the top is so dark. But
so are you telling us that being in season 2 of Workplace Wellness Hour has given you more gray hair?
Yes, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
I do have to add here, when my mom was braiding my hair, she mentioned I have 6 gray hairs now. So I don't know what's happening.
Girl, me too. I'm laughing at you and my bangs. I'm like, yo, what's happening? I don't like this. I don't like this vibe.
Why do parents always feel like they have just the need to share? Oh, you got more gray hairs. Oh, you got some wrinkles. Like, I know. I see myself in the mirror.
Yeah.
You look so tired. You look so tired.
Exactly. Yeah. So, well, I wanted to highlight some people that have joined us already. So we were actually, your ears might have been burning, Meryl, but it's great to see you. So Meryl said, "Wow, what a beautiful trio of smiling faces." So nice. Meryl, you're an amazing supporter. We appreciate you. And then we have Miss Nick. Nick, so hola, Nick. Nick, the gifted bipolar writer. She's amazing. If y'all don't know her, check her out. But I'm very honored she asked me to be part of an anthology, so I'm writing a chapter in the book. anyone who knows me knows that writing is not my greatest strength. So I need someone to check my grammar and spelling. And Adrian, it's great to see you as always. Adrian's another great supporter of the rooms here. So it's always nice to see you. And then, of course, I always call her our first supporter of all, Miss Marcia Lee. We always love you, Marcia. Thank you for joining us. And I owe you a response. I know you sent me a DM. I owe you a response. And then, of course, Nick shared a nice little comment there. Thank you, Nick. And Sandra Wise is here. It's great to see you as always. Another great supporter of the room. And then we have Sarita. So great to see you, Sarita, as well. And then we have some other comments here. From Meryl. Here's a long one from Meryl. So Meryl says, I'm thrilled to join the Workplace Wellness Collective for the Workplace Wellness Hour Season 2 takeaways live from Northern New Jersey. So Meryl, we were just talking about you. I think there were some questions as to whether or not people thought you were real. I squashed those doubts. I said, I've talked to you through DMs. I do believe it's not a bot or AI. So, but there are some people out there on LinkedIn that we don't know if you're real or not. But Meryl, I got your back. Thank you very much, Bill McCain. So Bill McCain just called me Santa because of my gray. I like that. Which Bill, I gotta say, your daughter DM'd me recently, so it's nice to get to know your daughter on LinkedIn. It was a very nice connection to make. I'm going to say right now, she's nicer than you. She didn't call me Santa. And then the rest of the people here. There's a little message from Nick. It says, chicken head too cute. And all right. So I think those are most of the comments there. There's Jackie Hallberg joined us.
Hi.
So thank you all for joining us. Tell us where you're calling, where you're watching from. Let us know what city you're watching from. But also, we're going to talk about some of the past episodes of the Workplace Wellness Hour. If you have a favorite memory or favorite topic, let us know. Because I know season 1 was the big ones with quiet quitting and quiet firing. Those are the big ones from that season. But Ashley and Sumana, do you have any favorite episodes that stick out for you?
I remember, I'm not sure which episode it was, but I do remember during one of our conversations, Sumana made the point to make sure, especially as entrepreneurs, that we take care of our foundational basic needs. Make sure you have your healthcare taken care of, make sure you're making time for the gym, therapy, have all of that handled very first. And being a new entrepreneur, it's easy to just jump into the work. But since that literal episode, I have made it such a priority to get my healthcare figured out, to find a therapist, and it has made such a difference. I feel like I'm in such a better routine now. So that's definitely a takeaway that I pulled from this and then immediately enacted, and I'm seeing the benefits every day.
I love that. And you know which one that was? I think it was the one that we did on financial, the value of financial education and financial empowerment in the workplace. And we were talking about, how as employees, we have access to EAP and all of these resources available in the workplace. But as entrepreneurs, when we burn out, we don't really save and set money aside for our own wellness. And so prioritizing those basic needs of eating, sleeping, gym, your massage, your, getting your nails done, whatever it is that you need, you don't think about that when you get into business, but I think you really should consider setting aside a little bit of that financial cash flow for your own wellness to prevent your own stress and burnout. So I think it was in that financial wellness space. For me, I'm kind of looking through the list, and I know what's really fascinating is we've done about 21 shows last season. And what's really fascinating is when I looked at all of the shows and I'm thinking of all the different topics, we did spend quite a bit of our time, I would say probably close to 75% of our conversation were on workplace wellness and mental health. I think any single conversation that we've ever done that tackled even the smallest domain of mental health was very well received by all of the folks that come to our shows. The one that I personally loved was, because I strongly believe that in the wellness space, especially in workplace wellness or even just wellness in general, when we talk about it in the health space, it's so important to have an accountability partner or a buddy. So that particular topic, which was called Accountability Buddy Up, Partners for Your 2024 Wellness Goals, I really love that one because I see a lot of people struggling with their wellness goals because they just don't have anyone to talk to. And I remember, and maybe the folks, if you guys are listening and watching, not listening, watching, because this is a watching show, but if you guys are watching and listening, how's that going? Did you find any accountability people? Because I think in that show, I think Felipe, you'd remember the poll was that not many people had accountability buddies or partners. So like, let us know what that status is now since we did that show, because that to me, I think is a very important part of keeping that sustainability in your wellness space, is having someone to reach out to when you need that help.
That accountability buddy, partner that we had show, that was back in January. I remember that because it wasn't there. A lot of people didn't have those, and that's the one thing that I realized over my life when I thought about when I was focusing the most on my overall wellness. It's when I had that accountability partner, whether it was that gym partner, that walking partner, the wellness partner, the healthy eating partner. But I just counted, and we did 25 shows in season 2.
Oh, 25. Did I miss a couple? Ooh.
Well, I think there was a couple that I just counted right now. We had 25 here, so.
Oh my gosh!
Now I'm also counting the lives.
Oh, okay, the video lives. Gotcha.
Yeah. The lives count. So.
100%.
We owe ourselves a round of applause.
Yeah, exactly.
That's awesome.
That is awesome.
Want to say hello to a few more people here, and okay, Bill's still laughing, but Meryl's got my back. Meryl says more gray hair isn't the opposite objective of the Workplace Wellness Hour. Yes, it is the opposite. I will not give them the blame. I will give my family members, and not even my immediate family, my brothers and sisters and nieces, they get the blame. There you go. And Kimberly, welcome Kimberly from Summerfield, California. Oh, thank you. Thank you for loving the gray. I appreciate that. And Michelle Ramos from Ohio. Northeast area.
Nice.
My wife was from my wife is still here. She's from Brunswick. So I don't know if that's anywhere near you there, Michelle. Let me know. And Noni.
Hey, Noni. Hey.
Always. Noni is the one who got me to sing. I was a little bit under the influence, and I regret it horribly. I really do. So.
Oh my gosh! Good job, Noni.
Meryl, of course, he is real and human. As for all those who think I'm a bot, this is not compute. Thanks so much for always having my back, always. And then we got Adrian. There is a Meryl. All right, we got to see Meryl. You got people backing you up. It's good. And Chris, great to see you, Chris. It's always wonderful to see you supporting us. You as well, my friend. And then we have Emron. So good to see you as well. And Tanya, I was just in the room with Dr. Tanya. We're talking about the Work-Life Balance Summit coming up in September. So it's very exciting. And we got a lot of people busy commenting here. This is like a busy room here. I love this. And Michelle says she's from Akron. Okay. All right. Not too far.
My dad's from Akron. I was wondering if it was Akron.
Wow.
That's so funny. And then let's see. Oh.
It's like I'm finally seeing celebrities on screen after many months of just audio. I'm sorry, I'm dead.
I'll take that.
I love it. Nice. Oh, and then we have and here's Allison. Thank you for coming and joining us. And then Jose. All right. Oh, stay safe under that hurricane. That is scary. Yeah. That hurricane, it started dying down and it started picking up again. So glad you're back and you're safe. So
can I just quickly say and give a shout out to Allison Alley. She is our newest intern for the Jetty Wellness Group. So she just started with us a couple of weeks ago. And Felipe, she's going to be joining us actually on Wednesday for a Workplace Leadership Hour. So you'll get to see this wonderful woman. She is from Los Angeles. She's doing her university degree there. And I'll share more about how I met Ali tomorrow. So folks, you guys want to come, it's a phenomenal story. And this young woman is just so smart and so brilliant and so kind that I'm really excited to have her on the team and help support us over the next couple of months. So Ali, thank you for joining.
That is so awesome. I can't wait to see and meet you on Wednesday. Right? Yeah, Wednesday. So just for any of you wondering, we are doing a small summer show called Workplace Leadership Hour. And so that's going to be on Wednesdays at 11 a.m. I'm sorry, Wednesdays at 12 noon Eastern and 9 a.m. Pacific.
And 10 a.m. Mountain.
Yes. So come join us for that. We're trying to do a midday summer one, see how that works out, but we'll definitely be back for season 3. Don't worry about that. So some of the, I want to throw out some of the names, some of the shows that we've done in the past, just to see if it jogs any ones. Like lazy girl jobs. I'm still having a little PTSD from posting that. I gotta tell you.
That was a good one. Lazy Girl Joe, Boundary Fill. That was so amazing.
That was so good.
It was like lazy girls jobs versus boundary filled jobs. So like, but that was definitely a good one there. And then there was leave stress behind, benefits of playing at work.
Yeah.
That was a good one there. We did.
Yes.
Let's see, effective communication. Oh, toxic positivity. That was a good one. I still have people saying that's not a thing. I'm like, yeah, it is a little bit. I mean, it's not what people assume it is always. I think people are like, oh, people are just always so positive. I'm like, that's not exactly what it is.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That one was really interesting.
That one was really interesting. Yeah, keep going. I think you have your list in order. I have a list in a different order, so I think I just want to follow your list.
Oh, I mean, I'm definitely grateful. I'm just popping out. We have sharing your mental health, wellness at work, strategies for promoting mental health. We got celebrating Women's History Month, spotlight on Ashley. Did women mentorship and allies.
Yes,
So good.
That was a really good one. I love that one.
What does DEIB mean to me? Beyond legalities, preferred names online. That was a good one too.
I forgot.
Oh, we had Taya. We had Taya Romero. Actually, I don't know if Taya's watching, but we did have a couple of like guest speakers, so maybe let's just give them a shout out. So we had Taya Romero for that particular one because we were trying to figure out like why do we need to change our legal names on LinkedIn when we can use kind of our own version of our name. But so we had that conversation with Taya. And then the mental health and Furkan did the mental health in the workplace and talked about men's mental health. I think that was a really good one, very well received. So folks, if any of you want to do a speaker guest speaking for us for season 3, you can 1000% do that. All you need to do is just go to the workplacewellnesscollective.com website, and there's a little speaker option there. Just send us a quick email, and we're more than happy to bring guest speakers in. If you know someone who wants to be a guest speaker, you can also nominate them, and we can bring them up and have those conversations for the next season that starts in September, kind of maybe after the Labor Day weekend. We haven't picked a date yet, but these, I always find it really fascinating, you guys, when guest speakers come, because most of the topics are like, it's their topic that they bring up. In fact, I think toxic productivity was something that Simone Tai had mentioned that we talk about. So we do get these requests for certain topics, and we bring them up. So if there's something you guys want to think about for next season, just send us a DM. I think Felipe is the person to talk to about that, but either one of us are happy to take those messages as well.
No, I think we thrive on getting feedback from you all. So if you all have topics to cover, look, Sumana is the queen of getting topics out there that are trending, that are hot topics, whether it's on TikTok or in the news. And so, oops, sorry, I don't hit this button here. And so we always welcome that. And I think this makes it more relevant too. It lets you know that we are listening, and we want to make sure that we're tackling topics that do resonate. But all the topics that we've done, I think what I love about it is that this year we kind of upped our game from the previous year. And obviously Ashley joining us definitely upped the game tremendously, because I just love that the perspectives you bring, the insights, they're just fresh, they're relevant. I love it. I'm excited about the changes for season 3. We gave Meryl got his gift card for being one of the loyal members of the Workplace Wellness Hour, but we want to get creative and have some fun. Throw some random games here and there, some prizes here and there maybe, but we also want to have some speakers, like Swana said, so let us know about that. But also, we also want to make sure that we bring back the things that you all like the recaps. We want to bring those back, make sure we keep on doing those.
Fluellen's got her thing going on too. What is it?
Fluellen 4. Well, then now we need the Sumana 6.
We need the Sumana 6.
There you go. I like that. Perfect. So keep up. Get ready for Fluellen 4, Cofino's Fluellen 5, and Sumana 6.
Sumana 6. Let's go. I think season 3 is going to be great. I'm going to put Ashley on the spot though and ask her if she remembers her first season topic with us. Do you remember which one that was?
Was it Lazy Girl Jobs? No, it was. Yeah. That was. Wow. And I think that was episode 2 of season 2, right?
Yes. Yeah. We brought you in for the first one as just sort of a trainee, so you just kind of observed, and then we threw you right in the fire.
Yeah. And what a great topic. I mean, that was such a good topic to throw me in, because I'm like, the Lazy Girl Job is interesting, and I love the Lazy Girl Job, and I feel like it sparked some good debate between us.
100%. 100%. Yeah, that was a good
Now,
one.
are you ever going to post a lazy guy's job? Is that a topic we're going to cover? Somehow, I think people will jump on that bandwagon too quickly. Oh, I know plenty of lazy guys.
I think it's going to break the internet. I think that's what's going to happen.
Maybe we should do a lazy guy's job. What does that look like for people?
Hasn't it always been around? Aren't all lazy guys jobs lazy?
It's already
guys?
started. It's
Period. Thank you, Sumana. You're so right.
I mean, how come we're not paid the same amount of money? Like, I work so much harder. yeah, Felipe, you need to leave.
Bye.
My sons are in college. You're the only male support I have in this place. Okay. Here on LinkedIn, here in my house, it's surrounded by women all the time. He's my normal male support right here. My 2 sons are in college, so not here to support. Right, Copper? You love me.
That's so cute. He's gonna steal. See, this is how Felipe escapes from hard conversations. He brings his dog.
He brings a cute dog for us to get distracted by.
Me with a cute little dog.
We can't be mad. Okay, so we can't be mad about that one. That's good. Okay, so we're seeing some nominations here on the screen. I see. Angie. Okay, Angie is phenomenal. I just met her for a walk last week because she lives in Calgary, so that was nice. We see Lark Ambrose. Do you know who that is?
Yeah. She does social Saturday chat with me.
Oh, okay.
Let me highlight some of these here. Hold on. So we have.
Yeah, let's do that. We have Angie Alexander.
Yeah, what's here? Look.
Hi, Tara.
And then we have Joseph Gonzalez. Thank you for joining us here. And then here's Meryl's nomination. Meryl nominates Angie Alexander. So Angie Alexander does a thing with Roy Krosky every Monday at 5 p.m. Eastern. I was just on her show this earlier today. Amazing person. I think she'd be a great person. She talks a lot about wellness, and she's very into
mental fitness. Yeah.
Oh, no, thank you. It's very kind of you. Oh, and Sandra nominated Angie's partner, Roy. So that maybe we can both on. Oh, that might be interesting.
That would be cool.
Okay.
That would be cool.
Yeah. And then Meredith. Hi,
Meredith. Meredith is my mentor, and she's amazing.
She is amazing. If you want, Meredith, look, just on the idea of doing the, oh my God, impromptu. What's the word I'm thinking of?
Improv.
It is improv. Yeah.
Improv. Yeah.
Yeah. The work she does around improv and public speaking is amazing. She's just. I wish I learned her when I was young and starting off, in my career, because she would have helped me out so much. And then let's see here. Meryl nominates Lark. So Lark is another person. She does mental fitness. She's the one who got me calling it mental fitness from mental wellness. I like the word association with that. Ooh. And so she does, and she's in the Caribbean. So she has a great Caribbean background. We talk to her, so it's very soothing. And she starts off our Saturday, social Saturday chat audio rooms with a Saturday wellness where she does a meditation for about 2 or 3 minutes for everyone.
Wow.
So we start every Saturday chat is with a little Saturday wellness meditation.
I love that.
It's a great person to have. Meredith is saying how Ashley's the best. We love
Meredith is the best.
Nick, yes. Lazy Ghost Jobs, voting for that one, absolutely. And here's another one. Bobby Umar. He would be a good person to have on here, absolutely. Yeah. I thought Meryl was talking about me, but clearly he's talking about the dog. I am. Thank you, Meryl. That's so sweet of you.
Is anyone taking down a list of these names? I feel like we should get a list.
You know what? It'll be in the chat transcript later in the comments. Yeah, we'll be good.
I was like, oh gosh, let me get my pen.
The comments on the feed. Adrian, his name is Copper. So just like from Fox and the Hound, or because of the color he is, Copper. It's easy to remember. Of course, a lot of people call him Cooper when they see his name.
You're like, that's not right. We just had a whole conversation with Taya about like legalities of names. Like, my name is Sumana. It's not Sumana. Like, I don't like that.
No, not Sumana. That's so like American.
Well, thank you, Lisa, and Sandra, for coming.
Thank you for acknowledging that, Ashley. I really appreciate that from you so much.
Maybe we should have Copper on the show as a guest star, because Copper's got more comments than anybody else apparently. So, LinkedIn user. I don't know who this is. I need to see.
I think this is Damien.
Oh, yeah,
he commented earlier. Yeah.
Yes, Damien. Welcome. We see it. Damien's the other person with Dr. Tanya, who's leading up the Work-Life Balance Summit.
I nominate Brett Packard. Okay, there's a new person. I don't know Brett.
And then here is Ari. Ari, hola amiga, ¿cómo estás? She's a powerhouse. She's got a lot of energy, Ari. I love her energy. And let's see. And I see your face. Well, actually, I can't see your face. You can see my face. And then we have another LinkedIn user here. I think this is probably Damien again. So Christina Johnson. And oops, what did I just do there? And Meredith is just saying she loves us all. That's very nice. Are there any other nominations? Oh wait. Okay. So Ben. I don't know Brett Packard. I think I've seen the name, but it doesn't ring a bell.
Okay, yeah, I don't know that either.
I like meeting new people and new friends. We got to do that.
This is great. It's not Damien, it's Christina T. Johnson. Oh, by the way, sorry. So sorry, Christina.
All right, and then Meryl is just being wonderfully nice again. Thank you.
Aww.
And Lisa said Lark Ambrose as well. So absolutely. And Copper's getting another vote for being cute. All right. You hear that, Copper? You get a lot of votes. You happy?
Copper gets all the awards. We're just on the side there. We don't matter.
Yep.
I'm going to have to create a LinkedIn profile of Copper's picture so you can join. Okay, thank you.
We should all just wear like a face mask. That's like Copper's face.
Okay. So apparently Melanie Wexler has a influencer cat, Mr. Simpson, who's very popular. Okay, yeah. All right. So I'm going to move down and okay, let's move on. So let's talk about what else. Any other memories from season 2 or any?
Felipe, I don't feel like we've gotten a lot from you. Yeah, what were your memories? What were your takeaways from season 2? And I guess, I mean, you've been doing this for 2 years, so how did?
Yeah. Yes. Tell us the scoop. I'm not going to feel bad.
No. I guess so. I already kind of mentioned like the ones that really stood out were Lazy Girl Jobs, the what was it? Beyond Appearances, the names, and the accountability partners. Those are the ones that really I think stood out to me, that resonated with me. But I guess after doing this for 2 years, I'm still as excited and passionate as I was from day one about this. And it's one of those things where I go to work and I have a new job. I've been there for 3 months. PRB, great company, great people. And I heard a couple of people, say, "Oh, he's new. He won't be as excited later on." Meaning, like, it's a new job, and I get that. But I think after seeing me for 3 months, they see, okay, his energy levels are there, and they're not going away. But it's something that I had the energy level because I'm passionate about workplace wellness. It brings me joy to be able to do that. It's not only that; it's also about the equality and giving everyone the opportunities to have access to these things, because a lot of people just don't have access because they don't know about it, or maybe they weren't having access to the internet like they used to. Like before COVID, internet access was still not as easily accessible for everyone. Now since COVID, it's changed a lot, obviously. But to me, being able to share the knowledge that we've gained, that we've learned, that people have shared with us because they were helping us out, or that we just learned because someone like Samana, who's just a researcher, loves to learn and researching. It's great to be able to give that information back and not hoard it. I think the days of being overly competitive with information have gone a little more away, and collaboration of sharing information is more popular now. And that gets me excited. I like to share it. I like to make sure it's out there. And I think one of the best compliments we ever got was that people said, we come to your shows because we learned. And to me, we feel like we're doing something right, and I want to keep on doing it.
Yeah, I mean, I just saw another comment as well from Dr. Tanya. She says, I always learn something new when I attend your sessions. I think it was probably in season 1, I believe, when we discovered this, probably towards the end of season 1. And I say this all the time. I've said this in the audio session as well, Ashley, before you started. There was really no intention at the time when the first show was created to be doing this for 2 years. And now if you do the math, it's probably over 50 shows or so. There was really no intention. It was just like, I was just looking for someone to host with. I was just looking for someone on LinkedIn to host, this quiet quitting trend that was becoming something on TikTok. But to think back on that, and then this natural collaboration that occurred between Felipe and I think that's just, it shows that, we think the same. We have a very similar mindset about wellness and helping communities and creating these cultures but we come from such different worlds. Like, I don't think I've ever had a very good relationship with an HR person ever in my past with my past employers. So it's really refreshing to have someone who's not just, and I've said this about him, I'm just going to make him blush now on live, because I've said this about him in the past. He just shows up exactly how he did on that very first day. I've taken a couple of breaks from the shows. I was doing my brother's graduation one day. Ramadan happened this season. So I've taken maybe a day or two away from the show, but this man has never taken a day off from the show. So I want to tell you live today that if you need to take a day off from the show, and if you need to take a break, that is totally okay. We can take a break. And guys, if you're watching, please give me a thumbs up, or to give me something so Felipe can take a break if he needs to, because that's okay. Ashley and I can totally 100% do it as well and help each other out. But it is fascinating, the work ethic that I have seen from Felipe, and we've never met in real life. And sometimes I do worry about him, and I'll text him and be like, "You good? You want to do the workplace leadership hour with me?"
Well, and one thing I love is that, if I'm trying to figure out if I can do it, you're never being pushy. You're very flexible, and you always looking out for my mental health and overall wellness, and making sure that I'm taking care of myself. And as much as I would like to say this grade came from you all, it's something that I've been dealing with for too many years. But I think for me, when people say you do something you love, it doesn't feel like work. It really is that. I mean, sometimes this is like my own therapy sometimes, being able to talk about issues that I'm actually maybe dealing with while we're talking about it. So sometimes it's a double win for me. But honestly, you and I feel like in the past life, we must have been really good, close working friends at some place in person, because you're right, it just seems so natural. And I trust you. Our friendship has grown, and to see just our personal lives, we've seen our personal lives grow and change too. So I don't know, it's something that I never thought I would have had a friend as close as you that I've never met in 2 years. It's like the pen pals, back in the day kind of thing. But at least we get to see each other. And
I know. This
and
is great.
Part of the family now. And
oh my God. And so let me tell that. I'm going to make Ashley blush a little bit, because that's
Oh
my job. I'm going
gosh.
to make her blush a little bit, because I think Meredith Brenda is still watching the show. So these organic kind of, collaborations, and our community growing, and all of you folks that come, it's just so nice to see that. And I remember meeting Ashley on Zoom for the very first time, and we were talking, and she said, "Oh, I don't know if I can speak, and I don't know how comfortable I feel in a live setting." And girl, you can speak. All right. Not only can you speak, you challenge us. You make us think differently. You make us think outside of the box that we might have had our heads in. So it's really fascinating to see someone like Meredith Grenda. I bring someone like you in front of me, and then I'm like, you know what? I think we need to push you to come in front of this audience and let you shine and speak your truth and speak the amazing work that you're doing with your communities, and the intersectionality of art and health and wellness. I think that's something that we all can learn something from. And when you start to bring those pieces into organizations, I have seen firsthand, I haven't seen your workshop firsthand, but I believe that when the opportunity is right, I will get to see it. And it makes such a difference to the people that are working. So I'm just so grateful for you and for the commitment that you bring in. And you haven't taken a day off either. So I mean, like, how lucky am I?
yeah, let's make you want to blush, Ashley, because
now I'm like,
it's hard to make you blush, because first of all, you not only are you one of the most kindest, intelligent, hardworking people I've met, you are also somebody who is just, you lead by example. You truly do.
yes.
You set your boundaries, and you respect other people's boundaries, but you show people how it should be done. And that's something I respect so much. And not only that, you also are somebody who has just been so amazingly, like, you care at a level that you don't need to, but you do. And it shows. And when people see that, they resonate with that. And to me, I have only benefited from your kindness, your intelligence. And honestly, you've brought me on this journey that I never would have thought I'd be on. And I can't thank you enough for that.
Yes. If I can add, I also just appreciate, from that first call, it is so clear in the way that you operate and in like how you engage with other people, that you can see people and you're happy to extend a branch to them. Like, just like you mentioned, I was not confident about speaking, but you saw it in me, and then you gave me immediately the opportunity to put myself out there. And I know that you do that in so many other capacities. And it's just like amazing to see a leader who's just moving through life in that way, always cooperating, always collaborating, never competing, just making sure to give people the spotlight. And then very much like Felipe, I never thought I would be on this journey either. And to both of you, I really feel like being in this space has healed some like bad workplace trauma I've been in, because now I have the language to understand like what bad workplaces look like, some strategies to make them better. Like I really do feel like I always come into this space wanting to learn something, and then I leave learning like 100 things that I would have never known beforehand. So yeah, this is just like, it's like a university every other week.
Let's get accredited. Let's do that. Is there anybody who can help us do that?
Yeah, for real.
Let's not forget the fourth, member of our team, the audience that comes and constantly. You all are the one. I can tell you how often I walk away DMing somebody that shared something and like, I want to talk to you more about this because I didn't even know about this. Our network, they come in swinging. They come in with real issues, real solutions. They are people who are just from all over the world. And it's just amazing to see some of the commonalities that we all have, regardless of where we're from, but some of the major differences that we have to deal with that we're sometimes very fortunate that we don't have to deal with some of the issues that other people are in other parts of the world. And to get those insights, the fourth member of our team is definitely the audience that comes and participates, listens, DMs, shares, everything.
Yeah, and comments, and I've had people DM me and say that I can't make it, apologizing, which you don't necessarily have to. We're always the type of people that are like, if you can come and listen, we're happy to share. And we do send our newsletter out once a month, sometimes twice it goes out, depending on how things are going and what we'd like to share with you. And most of the time, this Felipe's 5 that's embedded in that newsletter, but we try to share other things as well. And in season 3, I'm hoping that the 3 of us are going to do a bit of brainstorming to figure out how to make that newsletter a little bit more not functional, but a bit more giving for you. We want you to get some value and benefit out of that newsletter, and not just another newsletter that you're getting. So we're trying to figure out how to make that better for you. But I do appreciate every single listener, even if you just came once to the show or you've been coming over and over again for 2 years. I know from the bottom of my heart, because we didn't really think this is ever going to be what it is. And now we're in season 3. We've got this amazing human being, Ashley, with us, and she's in it for the ride now for season 3. Although she hasn't officially said yes, I think she's just in it now. You can't get out.
Yes. I didn't even realize I hadn't said yes.
She's locked in. She said yes. We have it on recording.
Locked in.
Yes. Now it's on live, so she's locked in. She can't get out of this contract now.
I got a student from Jackie Livingston. That's 2 a.m. in the UK. It says LinkedIn user, but I think it's Jackie, our friend Jackie.
Aww. Yay.
Well, I share a few quick other people real quick. Nick says, as should be, knowledge is worth more than shared. We have someone from Brazil. Fabio. Fabio's a new LinkedIn friend that's been attending audio rooms. And Sandra Wise, she says she enjoys all of them. So that's great to know she enjoys all the shows. We appreciate that. And what's this? So LinkedIn user, I'm not sure who this. What is on your workplace wellness list, policy, and agenda? That's an interesting question.
What is on your workplace wellness list, policy, and agenda? Like, is that a topic to consider? Is that...
I'm not sure. So LinkedIn user, we'll have to see who it is. We'll send you a DM and ask you some follow-up questions. Thank you, Nick. That's very kind of you. Emran says Simona is very passionate about all things wellness, and we agree. Yeah. Plan on writing a book someday.
Oh, thank you, Emran. Ooh, who's going to help me write a book now?
Are you interested in writing a book?
Would I write a book? I think I would.
Yeah.
But have I started writing a book? No. I think I'm terrified because I am such a science-based writer that I really struggled. I would struggle like Felipe maybe to write. I still feel like as a writer, I'm writing more like a researcher because that's what I was trained to do. But yes, I think one day I would write a book. I think it was Meredith or maybe someone else. I'm not sure who said that, but it may have been on her podcast. Are you waiting for permission? Where it may have come up like you should write a book, and I'm like, yeah, I think I will one day, but I wouldn't know where to start.
I think you should too, and I would read it.
Oh, look at you!
Was that thing start at the very beginning?
Pardon me.
You had a song. you said where to start. You start at the beginning.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
All right, Meryl nominated Michelle, which I think is a great nomination, and then Kimberly says went to the Amazing Connection platform, and absolutely. So this is again a great opportunity for you all to continue to network with us, meet each other, build a community of your own, but join our community and join the ride because we're here for the long haul, y'all. We're not going anywhere anytime soon, and we're definitely back hardcore for season 3. I can't wait.
I can't wait. I'll give you maybe I know we are running a little bit late here, but I'll just say a little bit. For season 3, we are still going to keep our focus very much on workplace wellness. And I think the mental health piece is really critical, especially as you go into the fall season. I know a lot of people struggle with that stress and burnout, return to work, return to back to school routine and things like that. So we'll sort of touch on that piece. I would be actually really curious from Ashley to think about exploring how we can bring some of that art-based theories and practices into some conversations about in the wellness space. So maybe we can dive into some of that.
Absolutely.
And we are doing a workplace leadership hour, over the summer months in the daytime. But I think that might inspire some leadership conversations that I'd love to see. And I also would like to keep the doors open on some team building, and conflict management type situations, because I've heard a lot of leaders say that they're having a hard time getting teams to work together. So what does that look like? So I don't know. That's just sort of what I'm seeing in my space, Felipe. I don't know if you're seeing in your space if there's any kind of challenges or like topics that employees might want to like lean into more.
No, I mean conflict resolution is a big one. I mean, especially I've been working with some people that are very vocal introverts, meaning that they're vocal about being introverted. And I found a common thread with some introverts, not all, is they don't really like dealing with conflict sometimes. So I think that giving them skills to help them deal with conflict resolution is a good thing that helps reduce that mental stress at work, because when you all avoid conflict, it just sits with you and weighs on you, and it gets heavier the longer you wait to address it. So I think that would be a huge topic. I also think it's about, I think about Marcia Lee a lot, about her struggle in the workplace to take on some holistic wellness practices in the company. And I think some of her challenges of how do you get a company or leadership to buy into the wellness programs more, or the wellness mindset. I think that's another topic that is definitely hitting home with a lot of people, and people want it more than before. And I think they're trying harder, but they're still running into some resistance with certain leadership.
Yeah, and I think the only other thing that I'm a little bit curious about diving into more is the middle manager problems. I've seen some recent literature on how middle managers are, suffering more so than the employees themselves, because they're having a hard time, appeasing to the leaders and reporting to the objectives and KPIs, but also taking care of their own mental health and wellness to support the team that they're supporting. So middle managers, young managers who've just been around for like 1 to 3 years, for example, like what are some of those challenges and what can we do in terms of providing resources for them? I think that would be a really cool one. And I'm just looking at my list of other ideas. I mean, lately the conversation about employee engagement has been, that's what Gallup's been talking about a lot, is like, what does employee engagement mean? So maybe we can talk a little bit about what that means from the individual perspective, from the leader perspective, from the manager perspective. And I was just looking to see like, does the employee come to work and they're engaged because they're working at their computer 8 hours a day? That means they're engaged. But like, what does engagement actually mean to you? Does it mean that they can work from home and do hybrid work and finish their report at 8 o'clock at night? If they needed to, or do you need them at the desk to do that report, and that is equal to engagement? So I'd like to maybe spark up a bit of a debate on what engagement or what an engaged employee means versus a burned out employee. Something to think about.
No, I love that. I think we definitely need to tackle that. I almost think that we should make that almost like a mini series of like 2 or 3 shows, because I also want to tack in some solutions on how to increase engagement. And one of them is along the Gallup Q12. I got certified years ago on that. People think, you got certified to take an employee opinion survey. I'm like, no, you got certified to how to do the action plan after the survey is done. The most important part is what do you do with the results, and how do you get them engaged to tackle on these goals and take ownership of the goals. When they have ownership of the goals, the chance of them achieving them increase, the chance of them feeling more satisfied at work increase, and they also feel like they have a voice that's being heard because their ideas were listened to, implemented, and are working. So when we get that kind of engagement, that increases their ideas. And a lot of the ideas that these employees come up with are, I want some more time to do wellness at work, or I want to have more activities, or maybe they want some a gym or a meditation room. These are things that they can actually resolve through these engagement surveys. So I think it'd be great to tackle the difference, what to do, and how to do it.
Yeah. I have a
should
couple of
series there. Do you think that we're going to do maybe have a little series of topics, like be a two-part series maybe?
Yeah, definitely. I was going to say, I would love in season 3 if we could have some conversations just on like the job market and how tough it is right now, especially for like youth, people with not a lot of work experience, maybe first coming out of college, and like looking to get their toe in the door. I think that would be really interesting to hear from like all 3 of our perspectives. And then I also have really been thinking a lot about and how we are not manner, but everything is sustainability because everything is like the long term. We're alive for the long term. We have long careers, but we're not taught how to operate in that fashion. So I think it would be interesting if we had a conversation just like strategies for sustainability or how we've all worked to achieve some level of sustainability in our careers. I think that would be interesting.
I love that. And I actually do like this, like a series of like part 1, part 2, part 3, where we can almost like take one topic and like expand on it over 3, or even in part 1 and part 2, because workplace wellness hours every other Monday. So we could do one topic, part 1, part 2, and really dissect each topic versus trying different ones.
Monthly topics, and each month have 2 parts of it.
Yeah, I like that. I think that might be something to consider, so we can really streamline like each idea, because then sometimes we have a conversation, we're like, oh, we should bring that back up again, and then we never do.
I just feel like our live just went from a live to a working meeting. We just real quick, watch, give a shout out to some people. So we have some more nominations. Lonnie Ray.
Okay, we should stop. This is like a brainstorming meeting, you guys. I'm not interested.
But nominated another one, Lonnie Ray. She also nominated Leslie Nadek, who's great. Meryl nominated Martin Stark.
Wow.
And Kimberly, she was just saying that she teaches executives and teams on micro practices. She might be another person. And Kimberly also said that people need to feel safe in their own skin before they can feel safe enough to connect with others. Very true. Nick says engaged employees have brought into vision workplace engaged employees have brought into the vision. Work productivity is only a part of it. So we got a lot of comments here. So we got to go through all these comments. I'm not going to be able to read them all because I'll be here all night. But we have a lot of great nominations from Meryl. Thank you, and Nick, and everyone who sent nominations. We have some work to do, y'all.
Yeah, we have some work to do. I appreciate every single one of you for hanging out with us on a Monday evening. Very randomly, you get to see us. It's like bookends. You get to see us at the beginning of every season and at the end of every season. And then you're like, okay, these are real people with real faces and real thoughts and ideas. So you get to see us at the beginning, at the end of every season. So I think season 3
and holidays too. We did a video.
We did a holidays. Oh, okay. So we do an interim one too. Okay, we do a mid one. I forgot about that one. Okay, so
we're not just AI. We're actual people.
We're not AI. No. So are we going to start season 3 with a video? I think we will.
Yeah.
Oh,
well, I think, are we done? I think we are. All right. Well, again, thank you to everyone who has been joining us. Look, y'all's engagement has been outstanding. Thank you so much.
Amazing. Thank you so much.
Yeah, just the shout outs, the appreciation, but not only that, the ideas and the nominations. Y'all are amazing for that. And that's another great reason for this community. So, but I guess the last thing is, what are y'all doing for the summer, during the summer break? What are your plans? So Ashley, what about you? What do you got planned for the summer? Anything exciting?
In Chicago, because we go through the winters, it's kind of common practice to burn yourself out in June with all of the activities that you could do. So I did that. I burned myself out in June. I went to every single thing that my friends were hosting. I went out of town. I came back. So I think the rest of the summer, I'm going to A lot of beach going, a lot of chilling, a lot of ice cream eating. I'm gonna be relaxing.
Oh my God, I love that.
How do you recuperate your summer vacation? Is what you're doing. You're recuperating from your summer vacation before the summer's over.
Before the summer's
Exactly.
over.
Yes. Yeah.
I love it.
Sumana.
We have like a very strategic summer plan. Let me tell you, I have a hiking group that I go hiking with every other Sunday, and then there's one on Fridays, every other Friday and every other Sunday. So between these two groups, I'll pick and choose, which one I can do, because sometimes it's hard to go on Sundays, so I go on Fridays. So we're trying to climb a few mountains here. We just did one last Friday, and I think I posted it on Instagram, but not on LinkedIn, but I will. So we get to do this beautiful hike. We get to the top of the mountain. We have a little bit of a picnic, and then we climb down. So we're trying to do that and hit a few mountains over the next few weeks. I definitely want to go camping with Michael. We have that sort of planned out as something, because I'm not a big camper. I'm more of a glamper. So this is going to be an interesting scenario for me to try the whole experience, but I'm open to it. And we have a weekly ice cream plan. So we've got to go check out a new ice cream shop every week. Yesterday we went to a random place, so we have to randomly pick an ice cream shop, and we got to go during the week to get our little ice cream fixed before the sun goes down. So there's a few little things, and I'm running a lot because I do run. I haven't been going to the gym as much just because the weather is so nice and there's so much to do outside. So I've been running a lot, trying to find some trails where I live. So that's been high on the agenda, and just some time with family and friends, to be honest. Like, there's enough on the plate, and because the summer goes by so fast, you're like, I don't have much time. But these are some like strategic planned activities that I know that I will be doing, and then the rest of it is whatever happens in the middle.
I legit plan for your summer. That's amazing.
Very well laid out. Very powerful, yes.
What about you, Felipe?
Well, I kind of similar to Ashley. I kind of front loaded a lot of stuff that we're doing. We just came back from a little trip at a resort nearby that we go to with the family and the kids. I say the kids, but they brought their significant others. So and so it was nice. We did some golfing, some swimming, a lot of walking. It was nice, and that's kind of like a little getaway. It's only about an hour and a half away. And then we usually do a little cabin weekend getaway somewhere by the river, for like a long weekend. But we kind of already did our 2 trips this year. So we're kind of just the rest of the summer, we're going to take it easy, relax, enjoy as much as we can of the nice weather when it is nice, maybe hit the pool when we can. And we might slip in a little weekend getaway here and there. So we'll see.
Those are nice. The spontaneous ones are the best. I feel like those ones you just sort of think about like, hey, what are we going to do? And then we just sort of like pack up your bags and go. I love those ones. The unplanned ones are the best. But I hope to hear from the folks that are watching what you guys are planning for the summer. If you're still watching, I know there's a few of you that are still there. So please let us know in the comments what you guys are watching or what you're doing for the summer. And we look forward to seeing you on Wednesday. Workplace Leadership Hour premieres on Wednesday at noon Eastern time. So please come check that one out. That's an audio show with Michelle Thompson, Felipe, and myself. So that would be a good one to see during the daytime, because your evenings are busy. We get it. Our evenings are busy too. And more on Workplace Wellness Hour in the fall. Like that's going to be season 3.
And I gotta say, I love that you go out with Michael in different ice cream shops. I think that's such a cool idea. Like, I always want to try that, but we have a Baskin Robbins in our town that the same one I went to with my dad growing up, okay? And that Baskin Robbins, still there, we'll walk over there because it's only about 4 blocks away or 3 blocks away from our house. But on a nice summer night, there's just something about walking on a warm summer night to get ice cream, walking back with it melting. I don't know.
I love it.
Yes.
I love it. I love it. Walking, and for me, it's like I just love walking by the river and having ice cream. I mean, it's just like, it's such a fun, and most ice cream shops are open to like 11:30.
Yeah.
So it's like, sometimes you're like, I want ice cream at like 10 o'clock or like just something cold and, like fun. So yeah, unfortunately for me, there's nothing walking distance. We do have to drive 4 to 5 minutes, but there's enough in and around the community that you're like, okay, we're going to hit up all the different ones. And it's funny that you mentioned Baskin Robbins, because when I lived in the Middle East, my dad used to take us to Baskin Robbins. And yesterday I was at the ice cream shop. I'm like, oh yeah, he used to get the classic, like, what's that one with the banana and the
banana split.
Banana split. Yeah, he used to get the classic banana split. That was his go-to. And or like, some kind of a pistachio ice cream, which I've been on the hunt for one, and I found a really good one last weekend too. So yeah, that's the goal for the summer. One ice cream. Once a week.
I'll end with this. I was traumatized that Baskin Robbins wrote tastes for 31 flavors, and 31s that they have available when you go there. Mint chocolate chip and the green one, not the white one, and French vanilla were my two go-tos growing up. And now they're not part of the 31 flavors. Now they have the pints, so you buy the whole pint for like $88 or whatever.
No.
They did the same thing with my childhood flavor. I always got daiquiri ice with gummy bears, and they don't have it anymore. And I was bummed.
But if you look at the pints, I feel like the ones that they take out, they put them in the pints, and then they like double the price.
I'm just going to answer one of Meryl's question. Does Tim Hortons have ice cream too? Yes, Tim Hortons has ice cream. They have like literally everything now, from sandwiches to like, all kinds of food. Tim Hortons used to be a coffee donut place, but now they have like everything. So Tim Hortons, by the way, actually is like the Dunkin' Donuts of Canada. So they are the coffee shop that like literally everybody goes to. And then Starbucks came and everyone's like, ooh, we want Starbucks now.
Hey, so earlier when you talked about your book, Annie Osami, he's somebody who can help you publish a book if you want to write your book, Sumana.
Oh my goodness.
He's a good person. And as Mel called him, Annie, the godfather of LinkedIn, is in the house.
Are we manifesting this? Is this happening?
I was gonna say.
Yes. All right. So, we have vanilla. So we have some flavors that we'd like here. So apparently,
pistachio. Nick, you are my person. Yes.
Vanilla chocolate chip for him. Neapolitan for Adrian. And then
I love Neapolitan. 3 flavors in one. So true.
You know what? I think there's something about the flavors mixing into each other. I don't always want them, unless it's chocolate and vanilla. There's only 2 I want mixed into each other. The others I want them separated.
You want the strawberry away?
Yes. I don't know why. I don't want the strawberry mixing with the chocolate and vanilla.
That's not very inclusive.
I know it's not. But it's very weird. There's people that their food can't touch. Like their peas can't touch the mashed potatoes. There are few like that. I'm like that with my ice cream. I don't know why.
You know what? I actually don't like strawberry ice cream. There's no chocolate. Anything chocolate is like my go-to, but pistachio is definitely like my top favorite. And lately I've been obsessed with passion fruit sorbet. I tried one the other day.
Yes.
So raspberry sorbets for me. That's my favorite.
Okay. Or gelato. Mm.
Oh yes.
Okay. Let's do a whole link to life on ice cream.
People say here. We have different flavors. All right. Well, listen. We're gonna wrap this up because clearly eating ice cream is not really wellness related. I don't think. I don't know, but mental wellness, not physical wellness. Eating ice cream can help your mental wellness, but at the same time, it could hurt your physical. So figure it out. It's on you. But with that being said, we have been here for about an hour now, you all. So thank you for joining us for this great wrap up of season 2. We will be back at the end of the summer, so keep an eye out for the beginning of September. And the 3 of us will be back with co-hosts, treats, ice cream, prizes, and apparently some series to keep an eye out for. So with that being said, we wish you all a safe summer. Join us Wednesday for the Workplace Leadership Hour if you can. And if not, we'll see you in September. All right.
Bye.
Thank you, ladies.
Bye.
Bye, everyone. Where's the end button?
All right. Bye, Felipe.
Seriously, where's the end button?
There's a leave button on the top right-hand corner.